So we have been about 1.5 years into the pandemic now. Many people have lost their jobs, and some continue to work in the creative fields, or they've tried to find out creative ways of earning or alternate ways of earning, while some have retained their jobs. However, some people don't seem to have changed at all. They used to scam people before the pandemic and even after the pandemic. However, the ways of scamming people have changed. They've found out new ways, new methodologies, and new technology to scam people. So recently, my friend had such a scenario. Some people tried to scam him. So there was this girl on Facebook. She was rather a woman than a girl on Facebook, and she befriended him. It was probably because they are targeting like business accounts in WhatsApp, which I've heard so far. So my friend had a business account in WhatsApp, and so she befriends him on Facebook, and she sends him a message on Facebook, and my friend also replies to her. So basically, here is the profile, as you can see. So it seemed like this one is a fake profile from the very first looks, because these pictures were obviously downloaded. I had to blur them because we do not have permission from the real woman to show these pictures, so I cannot really show these pictures. But this looks to be downloaded from someone else's profile, and this fake profile had been set up. Also, there is one more reason to believe this profile is fake, because it has only two profile pictures, and one of the pictures has just one comment from an Indian guy, but the lady claims to be from UK. So if she's really from UK, then there should be some comment at least from someone in UK. It can't be like there's just one comment and that too from an Indian guy, and my friend is Indian too, so that's not possible. Okay, so moving on. So she chatted with him for a few times. She even sent her voicemail to him, and here's a clip of that voicemail. I would play a little bit because most part of it is boring, so here's a small section.
Hey babe, how are you? How you doing? Hope you're good. Well, I never thought that I was gonna have this time to talk to you because I had a very busy day today and I had a really hectic day today. I thought probably after everything I'll just be retiring back to bed as in saying bye for today. And I was very, very happy that I would actually be talking to you today because that is how much you mean to me. You mean so much.
So as you can understand, this voicemail was fairly of someone much younger to her age, and it definitely doesn't match with the pictures there. So also my friend tried to call her a few times. She did receive the calls on WhatsApp, but it was mostly her avoiding to talk. She mostly mentioned that she was rushing to office or she was rushing to hospital. So yeah, I forgot to say that she claimed to be a dentist working at a hospital. So whenever he called her, she usually referred to as rushing to the hospital or working, so she couldn't talk. So she pretty much avoided the conversation. Here are some messages that she sent to my friend on WhatsApp. So clearly these messages are pre-made, and it looks like these have been copy pasted, because if she's really that busy, then she shouldn't have much time to even text on WhatsApp. So and also I could find a few grammatical errors in these messages, So it's definitely not someone who lives in the UK, because UK people are pretty strong in English. So it is quite odd that they would have grammatical mistakes in their messages. Okay, so moving on, what happens next is she sent my friend some gifts. So she claimed that she's a doctor in the UK and she wishes to set up a hospital in India, and she really doesn't know anyone in India. So she needs some help from my friend, and if my friend agrees to help, then she would send him some gifts. So she mentioned that she had purchased some gifts from my friend, and she claimed to have put it on courier, and she has paid everything, but if there are any local charges, that my friend needs to pay. Okay, this is what happens with my friend. And after that, we checked the website. So here's when my friend contacted me, and we checked the website. So from the initial looks of it, this website looks very, very real. I mean, it even has some tracking mechanism where you can track the reference ID. So she sent my friend a reference ID, and when I put in this reference ID, it reflects very correctly my friend's name, address, and the purchase amount. It even mentions the gift is of 12 kgs. So it's pretty odd that someone whom my friend has never met before, in 2 days of talking, she would send my friend something that's worth 12 kgs and 550 pounds. That is very, very odd. After that, I did some digging around on the internet and on Facebook, and luckily this courier service has been very generous enough to post this message on their Facebook page. So special thanks to Speed Couriers for posting this message on their Facebook page. And this mentions exactly what we have been going through, which was very shocking for us. So it mentions very correctly that if you are living outside United Kingdom, you might be asked for a delivery of a parcel that is sent by a company very similar to name Speed Couriers. In our case, it wasn't Speed Couriers, but the rest of the stuff was very, very, very similar. So next, it mentions that it's gifts or business opportunities from strangers through Facebook, and you'll be befriended by a stranger who then uses a fake courier company to deliver non-existent items. So basically, the courier that was sent to my friend was non-existent. It didn't exist, and also the website was fake. Also, the gifts that were mentioned in the page, that were very, very similar to the ones that have been claimed by this lady to be sent to my friend. It involved an iPhone and a MacBook Air. So my friend also got similar message from this lady. So same iPhone and a MacBook Air, which definitely wasn't there in the 12 kgs package. It was just a fake. And so where is the scam? The scam is in the next section, as this page correctly mentions. So there are basically two ways to this scam. The first way is they ask you for a lump sum amount of money, which was in my friend's case. They asked a lump sum amount of money, which can be usually between 20,000 Indian rupees to it can be like 30, 40, 50,000 Indian rupees. And they would ask this fee to be paid in their own fake website. So once you pay that fee, it doesn't actually go to some courier company, or it actually doesn't go to some customs clearance fee as they claim it to be, but it instead goes straight into their pockets, straight into the scammers' pockets. So that is the first way of the scam. The second way is they would ask you a custom clearance fee. They would again send you a message stating that your good is in customs and you have to pay a custom clearance fee to get your goods delivered to your home. But the fee that they would charge would be very nominal. It can be like 100 Indian rupees, or it can be 200 Indian rupees, But what they would do is, once you go to their website and start to pay this fee, they would actually try to fish your card details. So this website is usually a phishing website. A phishing website is, it looks very similar to a real website, but actually there are a set of unknown scripts running in the background where your card details will be copied and stored in some database, which they can later use to extract money from your account. So you might enter your card number, you might enter your PIN number, you might enter your own personal details. They would use those details later on or in parallel to extract money from your bank account. So that is the, so you might be thinking like, I'm paying very less fee, like it's just 100 rupees, but in fact you're giving out your card details so that they can extract money at a later stage, and that money can be anything between 100 Indian rupees to actually clearing out your whole bank account. So after that we went on and tried to search this lady that appeared in the photos in the fake profile and on the WhatsApp display picture. So we did some digging around. It's not really hard these days with image searches and a very strong search algorithms all over the internet. It was a matter of a few minutes before we discovered that this lady in the picture in the fake Facebook profile was no other than an established dentist in an American company. So it was an American dental hospital where this woman worked as a dentist, and she looks to be well established dentist and well respected. So it really felt bad for us that a woman's photos were used to scam people and send all of these flirtatious text and trying to extract money from innocent people. So we tried to text the lady in Instagram, the actual lady in the photos, but she didn't seem to respond. So there was actually no way to contact her. So we just wanted to warn her or give her a message that your photos are being used for scamming people. So if you're watching this video, make sure that you set your photos to very private mode, so only your friends or someone whom you allow to follow are able to see your pictures. And try not to make that public, because there are a lot of scammers these days, and people just try to download photos and create fake profiles, which is very, very sad. So here is another snapshot of the next day. So the next day my friend rings me up and says it exactly happened as we forecasted. So his got stuck in the customs as they have claimed, which is actually fake, and he has to pay the amount that is stated here, which obviously he didn't pay because we knew it was fake. Here it states around 26,900 Indian rupees, which is also something very fake, and it's awaiting payment. So once he tries to pay, either his card details will get stolen or the money will straight go into the scammer's account. So this is what happened the next day, and since he was aware of these things, he just blocked that number of the courier company when they tried to call him, and that was the end of the story. So how do you know if the person you're talking to social media is trying to scam you or not? So we have to use our senses basically. So even some person trying to talk to you, being friendly to you, that's fine, right? But if there is too much from the other side, like maybe expensive gifts on the first day, or they're trying to extract money from you, or there is something involving money, we need to be very careful. We need to understand that the person that we are talking with is indeed a genuine person, and he or she can actually provide some sort of service in exchange for the money that we provide. We need to be very careful when someone offers us some gift, we need to understand why that gift is being offered to us. Is it really something that we have done for them? Or is it really something that has interested him or her? Or is it just something fake and they just want money from us? So, guys, stay alert, stay safe, indoors, outdoors, everywhere.